What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, I'm going to be going over the one trade I ended up taking. It is Friday, March 20th, 2026. I took a win for $400, and as you guys can see, I'm not at the crib because it is Eid, first day of Eid. I'm chilling with the family at my aunt's crib. Um, yeah, but I'm still putting out this video. That's what it's all about, bro. You gotta be transparent. Every trade I take, I gotta show you guys win or lose. So let's go over the one trade I ended up taking and why I took it. So today was a little bit of a discretionary day. This is the trade that I ended up taking. It was a 3 minute retest, but I will go over why I didn't trade the exact model that I do trade because today was just really, really, really obvious. Let's go into replay mode real quick. So where is that at? 9:30. All right. So if we hop into the 4 hour chart, we can see right here that we are extremely bearish. Extremely, extremely, extremely bearish. This was the next bar here. So this was the 4 hour candle. We were trading around right here too. Let me just there we go. So this is how we were looking. We were extremely bearish. We had just taken out this sell side liquidity here, but in my eyes, just look at this. Look at this chart. Look at this dump. We are clearly disrespecting bullish and respecting bearish. We tapped into this 4 hour, went lower, disrespected this 4 hour right here, disrespected this 4 hour right here, and we just really want to trade to these lows here. Even if we don't trade to these lows today, we are still going to be trading towards these lows, so you can catch shorts anywhere. So I went down into the 1 hour chart, saw that we had tapped into this 1 hour gap. Let me go ahead and what time is it right here? It's 8. All right, there we go. Oh my days. All right, there we go. So as you guys can see, we traded into this 1 hour gap right here, and we ended up sweeping this 1 hour internal high as well. So then market opens. Where's market open? 9:15. Bang. Market opens. We had made an S&T with this 15-minute gap as well as this 15-minute gap, and we just started trading lower. So I wanted to see a continuation model. Bro, why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep doing that? So I wanted to see a continuation model, potentially to these lows, and maybe leave runners down below. What ended up happening was we opened up this 5-minute gap. Here, let me move this. We opened up this 5-minute gap right here, tapped into CE of the wick. Now, originally I was looking for a 2-minute long off of this. 2-minute short off of this. So if we drop down to the 2-minute here, you can see this 2-minute right here. I was looking for this inverse, which would have been clean as shit. That voice crack was disgusting. Which would have been clean as shit. But we didn't end up getting it. Waited for another candle. Didn't end up getting it. And then it just decided to run. So because, one second. There we go. Alhamdulillah. So because these draws were really obvious, I saw that we had inversed this 5-minute gap as well as made a 5-minute CISD right here. So what I looked for was just a retest of any gap. So we open up this 3-minute gap here. We open up this 3-minute gap here. And I set my limit on this 3-minute gap. I end up getting filled to the tick. I targeted a 1 to 1.37 to this low. Didn't leave any runners because today's a Friday, no news. I knew if we were going to go to anything, it would be this low right here, at least for this session. And then we just traded down and hit TP. Now I set my break even, my stops to break even when we hit this low right here. Because if we were going to hit this low, then there is no reason for us to come back up to this 3-minute gap and retest it. Now, some people were looking for longs. Some people wanted to see this 5 minute inverse. Now, honestly, I had really high conviction in this trade. Why? Because first of all, we're extremely bearish. Second of all, we had an S&T with this 15 minute. And if we drop down to the 1 hour, you can see all of this bearish structure, bro. Look at all of this bearish structure. As well as there was no reason for us to go higher. We had no draws on liquidity higher. Like, where were we going to go higher to? Were we gonna most likely go higher to this protected high that had already swept this internal high inside of this 1 hour gap? Or were we gonna trade down here and tap these really obvious draws on liquidity? Now, some people are gonna say, why did you take it when there's an S&T with this 15-minute gap? Guys, do I really care about an S&T with a 15-minute gap when higher time frame is telling me we wanna go lower? Nah, bro. If we have an S&T that is with my bias for the day, then yeah, that'll come into play, like this 15-minute gap here. But this 15-minute gap in SMT did not matter if we were gonna go to these lows anyways. Like, is that really gonna stop us? No. Price action was just really bearish. We looked like we wanted to hit those lows, and we did. So I took that win, $400. Made a comeback from yesterday, thank God. See, that's what taking A+ setups does to you, bro. But this was a really discretionary trade, honestly. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. And follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok, because I'll be dropping sauce on there, link in description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, buddies.